a 3.2 liter diesel engine, a Pajero, two-door Exceed model. A quick video about how I took the door apart. So previously I did grease the whole assembly, the rail and the window guides, so everything works fine now. So there's no squeaking, no squealing, no hiccups. Everything looks good. And I used for the rails, so first I've used some sort of a lubricant, but it's not the main ingredient that lasts for longer. I've used a sort of a grease. It's called Ultra Slick Extreme Sport, so you can use different material, but this was available in my truck. I carry a couple of things for emergencies, so use a good grease that doesn't wash out with the rain and moisture, water and all that stuff, because you get through here, you get water from the rain, so you get from that side of the window and this side of the window you get some moisture from inside the car. But from that side of the window, this lip is not always sealing properly, so the water that gets inside, it's supposed to drip through these drip holes right here. So you have a number of drip holes. In my case, they are very dirty because I grease it very often, maybe a few times a year, 3-4 times a year. I'm a bit of paranoid about not having any type of rust right here, because once the water gets stuck in here, let's say it doesn't come out, start eating up the like the paint is going to crack with the weather, with the age, and the water gets stuck somewhere between these drip holes and you get rust. So I don't want that, so that's why I grease the area. But again, the water from the rain, so let me close this window. So it rains here and you see so sort of a lip made out of a soft plastic. It's not really rubber, it's plastic. So the water gets inside the door, and many times there is moisture in the whole system, whole area, and that moisture causes some rust, some corrosion, whatever, and so you need a grease that lasts for a few years, because you don't take your car apart like I do, and we don't take your car to a mechanic to do a proper lube and a proper inspection and protection and stuff like that. So you try to use your car as a tool, and you don't really baby your car as if you're a regular driver. So that's how you take this door apart. So there are 2 screws here. So remove the cap, screw underneath, then another cap like that, screw like this underneath. It's a Phillips screwdriver. Pry this one out. So it has this type of clips. So once you know what's behind, then you can start pulling out. You're not afraid that you may break plastic because it's a hidden screw. And some stupid designs are hidden screws, and you pull thinking this is a clamp or clip or whatever, and you break plastic, and so you don't want that. So I'll show you how this one is held in place. Then you find 2 screws. Use Phillips screwdriver. 2 screws here, one here, one here. And this one is held by a bracket behind. So check another of my videos, or maybe in the internet or the service manual, and see there is a bracket here behind. So this one goes into a bracket, not right into the door. Then also pry this one open with a pry tool, but you can use a different tool, even with your fingernails might come out. I did that by hand, but a tool, watch not, make sure you don't scratch the plastic. So you see, I don't want to take it out because I just put it back. I'm recording it for you guys to kind of have an easy life when you try to repair your car. And this has a kind of a plastic cover, but watch out, here it's a sort of a retainer clip, and there's another one here on the top, so you might have to use, so see, so don't just pull like that because you may break stuff. So I'm just showing you what's behind, so you don't have to take this thing out like in some Toyotas, and you don't have to take this door handle out. But behind, so once you take these two screws, behind this door trim or panel, there are some sort of fasteners, so you have to use a pry tool or maybe a knife or something, a flat screwdriver. Just watch out not scratch the paint. So here is one, here is one at the bottom. Then you have to watch out for a wire that is feeding this light. Okay, so there is a wire you have to, the connector has a clip, like a locking mechanism, so squeeze and pull. So you need to watch for that wire, because if you pull it hard you may break the wire, but also there is a plastic behind this panel. Then once you have this one undone at the bottom, there is a hanging kind of a hook, a metal hook right here, and this one also has some sort of a hook system. I can't describe it, but the main idea is you have to, once it's undone at the bottom and all the screws are undone here, and all this is out, this has to come out. This is just a cover, so I forgot to mention it earlier, but it's a cover for the tweeter, for the speaker, because otherwise you cannot pull this one out. So this one has to, the cover has to come out first. Then lift the door, the trim, and it will come out from this hook. It's kind of a rectangular retainer on the door, and make sure this trim, this seal comes out as well. So when you pull the whole panel up, it will come out, or you may have to rock it left right until it comes out. And like I said, make sure you disconnect that wire, pull this one, put this one aside, and then you have to peel off. There is a plastic that keeps the moisture and the dust away from the driver and the driver environment, and is being sealed with a special rubber. So make sure you preserve that seal, otherwise you have to replace that seal, and the plastic after a while is going to crack. So just letting you know, you may have to use, like I did, some sort of tape to keep that thing together, because like I said, it's brittle, it's old plastic. And then you grease your rails, your glass guide. So the window glass has two rubber kind of plasticky guides, so you have to check what type of grease you have to use on that one. Don't use any type of grease. I did that on a Toyota, and the grease had some sort of a solvent or something, and started eating the guide, the rubber. And once the grease solvent or whatever mixture they used for that, the grease caused the rubber to get soft, and the glass was eating into the guides, into these rubber sides guides, and it was not good. It was like in the summertime.